Hello everybody! Welcome back to the Scratch Basics tutorial part 2. In this video we're going to be looking at the looks block that can change our sprites looks, backgrounds looks, and just really save our butts in some things. So, to start this video, I want to say please like and subscribe, like always. I know people, like YouTubers ask this, and it can be annoying, but I gotta do something. Oh, sorry. I just woke up. It's probably around 7, 8 o'clock by now. So today I'm going to be showing you what the looks block do. And yeah, so let's get into it. So our first block here is the say hello block. Okay, there's the say hello for 2 seconds and the say hello block. Basically, when you have a say, basically the difference between a say hello for 2 seconds block and a say a word block, a word block is basically, so what they do is, when you click here and type in a word, for example, like, subscribe, and then in this one we type like. This one will only appear for a short time, for how many seconds we put. Subscribe. This one, however, will play forever until something goes against that. So if this makes sense, then you could technically make cool stories using them. I personally don't use them much though. At least in my game, not in my games now. So go ahead and see the project, and we'll move on to the next blocks. These ones are basically just the same as the say blocks, except just in a different format of them thinking. So now it's time for the switch costume and the next costume blocks. You know how our sprite has 2 costumes right now? The costumes are here. Say for example, we duplicate this and add like another frame maybe. Kinda like this. Kinda like that. Yeah, so basically, now another costume will appear. If we click, our sprite will change that costume. The next costume does this. It cycles through the costumes like that until it once, or until you tell it stop, or even forever, using the forever block, which we'll get into in a couple episodes from now. So, I think the costume blocks are a little self-explanatory. Again, if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments and I will explain them through reply. Anyway, let's get to the next one. The backdrops thing is the same as the costumes, but it's using the backdrops instead, which are these. So we can just, like, for example, at a basketball stadium. So for example, what we could do in our sprite is, say for example, this, we'll put it to the basketball, like that. So yeah, if I can explain the back again, if you have any questions whatsoever, I can answer them through comments. But yeah. I'm sorry for not getting a full explanation right now. I'm tired. I woke up a few minutes ago. Oh, oops. So then we have the set and change size blocks. Basically what these do is you have a size thing over here where if you type in a different number, your sprite will change its size. But we can use these blocks to either change it a little or set it back to or up to a new number. So say for example, set that to 200 and set this to -10. We could do this, and then we can bring it all the way back to 100, and then do this, and then bring it all the way back to 100. See? That's what it's made for, kind of. Whew, sorry. So, now that we've explained that, these are blocks that I love. I'm going to explain all three at once because they're kind of self-explanatory. The change block will basically change, change color effect by any number will change the colors. Like, that's cool. You could use this to make a multiplayer game, maybe. It's actually kind of cool. I might use that one day. Then we have the fisheye. You actually go here and set the fisheye to 0. And then we go whirl. You can make them. You can go whirl. Set to that. And we get into a cool one. Pixelated. How about you can pixelate this? This is like half bit, quarter bit. You're just cubes now. It's just a cube. Okay, here we go. And basically what this button will do down here, it'll clear your graphic effects that you've applied. So that's basically what these blocks do. The show and hide blocks are some of the most used blocks in the look section in my opinion. These are some of the most useful blocks you'll use in a game. What they do is they hide and show your sprite. Like this. Which can help you with loading screens, teleporting, doing basically whatever, like an illusion of teleportation, anything. If you want me to make a tutorial on teleportation, a simple teleportation script, I think I know in my head how that would work. But yeah, basically it's pretty self-explanatory. It'll hide and show your sprite. But while your sprite is hidden, it won't be activated, I'm pretty sure. Like, say for example, if you're trying to sense like something, then it won't really work. Like, if you're trying to do, like, if this is touching the sprite while it's hidden, it won't be affected, which can be bad at sometimes. So, that's why we recommend, if you're trying to make a sensor, don't use the hide one, use the ghost effect. 100. It'll make it completely invisible. Anyways, we're getting into the home stretch. Wow, this is going faster than the last video. So these are the two ones. Again, these could be lifesavers sometimes, just like the set rotation style we talked about in the last video. It's go to front layer, go forward one layer. Go to front layer means, like, say for example, if we had a bear and it was covering our sprite, but we didn't want that. We wanted to make an epic scene where the bear is behind the sprite. Then we could go to our sprite and click go to front layer. And like put them there or something. But if like we were in back layer, the bear would be on top of us. So no, we want to be at front layer. The go forward and backwards layer. This button, this thing isn't really used, but it can be used for some cool art layering. I don't really use it. I don't know how to explain it. It's basically like how you know how gliding and go to blocks are basically the same thing, and how like the size is changed in set size. It's basically kind of like that. Like the changes or the glides are usually like the same thing as the go to or set, but a bit slower. So now we're getting into, I'm going to call these our looks variables. These variables, what they do is the size one obviously detects what size yours, so if we change the size, the number will also change. We can use these to do some pretty cool stuff. These things, instead of coordinates, it's costume numbers, backdrop numbers. So we change the costume number, we change the backdrop number. You'll see that the numbers change. We use these to do some pretty cool sensing and everything. And yeah. So that's basically what these blocks do. They are more for helping things like variables and motion. But yeah, that's gonna be the looks. That's about right, yeah. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be, next episode, be explaining the sounds, but since the sounds is going to be very short, saying these are all like self-explanatory, I'm going to also be doing the events. And if all goes well, maybe we'll even be able to control. Actually, no, the controls, oh gosh, that's a lot of blocks. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.